Is anyone else fed up with the price of groceries? Spent $210 at Walmart and it didn't even get its meat or anything yet. And that was over my budget and I had to use my credit card. But now I don't have money for gas. My car's on empty. Does anyone else just want to give up on life at this point? Because it's fucking stupid.
$1,200. $1,200 is what we have spent on groceries this month. We're not eating steaks. We're barely eating meat. It's like ground turkey instead of ground beef. We're doing canned tuna for tuna casserole. My kids have ramen and dumplings when I don't feel like making dinner. We're not going out to eat. We're not going crazy. We have some snacks every once in a while, but it's like, I don't know, a bag of Doritos every other week is what we're buying. And mostly it's like air-popped popcorn. How are we spending $1,200 in a month on groceries? This is unsustainable. How do we live like this?
Publix, this is ridiculous. Seriously. What world are we really living in? This is truly, look at this. Look how small this pack is. Seriously? That fits like in my palm. Crazy.
I just wanted to tell y'all I spent $100 at the grocery store on these items. $100 for 5 bags, 2 items, a drink, and some chicken, and some vegetables. The fuck going on in America?
I just took out a loan for basic needs and food. Like, needs/food. I have never in my life had to take out a loan for the things that my home needs. I had to make the decision of gas or food, or somehow budget it and split that and get a little bit of gas and get a little bit of food until I get paid again. I said, there's no way. I cannot do this. I need to have a little bit more for gas and I need to have enough food. So Affirm has, its thing with Sam's Club. I was like, fuck it. Let's just take out a loan for our basic needs. I feel like this is not okay. This is not okay. We're fucked.
Across America, millions of families are breaking down because they cannot afford groceries. The cost of living has exploded beyond imagination. A gallon of milk, a carton of eggs, and a bag of pasta are things that once costed just a few dollars can now drain an entire paycheck, People are using credit cards, taking loans, and even using buy now, pay later apps just to put food on the table. I mean, the situation is really bad in America at the moment. So let's get to see the reactions. Then we come back with commentary. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing so you never miss any update from my videos. Let's dive into it.
I went to do my weekly grocery shopping, and tell me why a diet of rice and beans plus some grocery bags just cost me $80. $80. And I know what y'all are thinking. You must have impulse purchased something. You're right. I did. Brussels sprouts and hummus. How dare I? How dare I? And furthermore, my greatest sin was running out of butter. I should know better than to think little old me, deserve to have olive oil or butter. God forbid I want a fat or an oil involved in my food. Bread? Why was the cheapest loaf of bread $3? As someone who starts every single morning with toast, this is not sustainable. Because I can't go any cheaper than toast in the morning. What's cheaper than toast in the morning? There isn't anything. It was a trick question. Trash bags? I'm about to start throwing my trash into the lawn and burning it anytime there isn't a burn notice. I'm from the olden days, a bygone era, where you could roll a cart down the grocery store, and if you filled it to the absolute brim, you would be lucky to break 100. This basket wasn't even all the way full. I wasn't even tilting, carrying it. No, very confidently. Weak me, just walking perfectly straight with my half-filled basket, thinking this can't break 50. There's no way. This isn't even a week worth of food. I start ringing it up. We hit 50. a quarter of the way through. $80. And for the rest of the week, I'm eating rice, beans, toast. I did get eggs, but in my defense, 30 for $10 in the year of 2025, that's a pretty damn good deal. $10 a paycheck, I can live with that. What I can't live with is $3 for a loaf of bread. Are you fucking kidding me?
Is it just me? It's just me. I'm about to have a venting moment, y'all. But why do it seem like everything in the grocery store is damn $5? Like, I'm looking at some rice that used to be like maybe $3, like $5. I mean, I got a little basket, so if I get 12 things, that's $60. Imagine if I had a freaking buggy. I mean, coming in this sucker like buying 12 items for like $200. Like, can someone help me understand? Did they just sit next to each other and say, hey man, let's just make everything $5, man. Let's just kind of run it up on them. Like, the salaries ain't going up, wages ain't going up, cost of living's going up. Damn near groceries is ridiculous. I'm over here looking at some eggs. They damn near $7. Like, can someone please talk to someone that's in charge of this bullshit and be like, look, y'all, we kind of going a little overboard. You know, rice is $5 and a damn protein is like $5. Like, this is stupid, y'all. Am I the only one feeling like this, or y'all over here balling and I'm over here broke? Because I'm feeling like I'm 2 shades of being homeless with these damn prices. Help me out. Am I the only one?
I usually don't do a TikTok in a grocery store, but it's after church and everybody's shopping. So I said, well, I'll make some, ground meat and pasta later today. Do you see that? $27.76 for 3 pounds of ground meat. Oh my God. Looks like we're going to have to start eating a lot more carbs. Or maybe going vegan. I mean, thank God it's just me and my husband. But wow. These are like $30 a pack. Unbelievable.
Here's the real question. If millions of families are going into debt just to eat, what does that say about the true health of the U.S. economy? A new survey shows that about a quarter of Americans are using buy now, pay later apps like Klarna, Affirm, and Afterpay just to buy groceries. We are not talking about sneakers and vacations. We're talking about milk, eggs, and pasta on a payment plan. And that number is climbing fast, which means more and more people literally can't afford food up front anymore. Let's be honest, Wall Street might look fine, but Main Street is starving. Call me crazy, but I would love to live in a society where moms don't have to worry about feeding their children, where dads don't have to work 10 jobs to make sure that Eggos can go in the toaster in the morning. That would be my ideal society, but I know I'm a little crazy.
1 pound of ground beef is now more than the federal minimum wage, guys. How crazy is this? And how far are they going to let these grocery prices get before they realize that regular people can just not afford this crap?
I just moved to New York City. Could somebody tell me why this shit is $108? Let me show you what I got for $108. Look at this. I got 5 food items. Some oh my God. Are you kidding? What the fuck?
Okay, what the fuck is going on with food right now? This is literally 93.7. It's all organic or whatever, all grass-fed for $10.49 fucking pound. That's ridiculous. Even down here for $85.15, it's more. It's $11.50. And that's organic or whatever. It's still, you have 96.4 for $8 a fucking pound. What the fuck's going on?
I'm in Publix right now, but please help me understand, when was a box of cereal $9.29? Literally, for a box of Honey Nut Cheerios. And I don't know if the prices have been this high, because honestly, I don't eat cereal, but lately my kids have been into cereal, so now I'm here purchasing cereal. But y'all, 1 box of cereal, the giant size, is damn near $10 for 1 box. And the only reason why I'm about to grab 2 is because it's buy one, get one. It's BOGO. But y'all, these grocery store prices are insane. The smaller boxes of cereal are $5.29, but y'all, This is insane. I still cannot get over $10, well, $9.29 for one box of cereal. That is crazy. That's insane. That is insane.
How are y'all affording stuff right now? I feel like we're not talking enough about this. Everything is so freaking expensive, and I don't know what the heck. I know I'm not the only one going through this. I mean, from groceries, clothes, everything is so expensive right now, and it's literally by the grace of God that me and my family are surviving. I can't imagine what it's like for somebody who doesn't make the type of money that I make, and I don't even make a lot of money. But like, this is really a struggle. How are we surviving?
I'm super curious. How much is everybody spending in groceries each month? We're probably doing about $1,700 a month. It's nuts.
Is anyone else noticing their grocery bill going up a lot? Because I shop at Sprouts 90% of the time. And I used to spend about $100 for 2 bags of groceries. That would probably be roughly 2 to 3 days worth of food for me and my family. And that's gone from $100 to like $140, $150 now. And that's a big jump. I mean, I know tariffs and everything going into effect, prices are supposed to rise, but that's a lot. That's like a 50% increase in the span of, I don't know, 5 months, 6 months. Just wondering if anyone else is noticing that. And by the way, how are people affording this? Like, if you're someone who needs to be on a strict grocery budget every month, like, how do you account for that? That's a huge price increase. It's crazy.
And this is not about the poor people, you know. These are veterans, single mothers, teachers, you know, middle class, people who are working two full-time jobs, you know, but are still struggling to buy the bread. This is where America is right now. Under Trump's leadership, many believe that things would get better, you know, that groceries would finally drop. But instead, we are seeing the opposite. Our food prices have hit record highs, you know. Food stamp benefits are being slashed. And millions of Americans are even questioning, how did the richest country in the world become a place where people are going into debt just to eat? The numbers are terrifying. A new survey reveals that over half of Americans are now living paycheck to paycheck, you know. A growing number are skipping meals so that their kids can eat. Parents are going hungry so their kids can eat. Veterans, the same people who fought for this country, are now standing in food bank lines. The American middle class is collapsing right before our eyes. And when politicians play the blame game, ordinary Americans are drowning in silence, anger, and hopeless. This is a human crisis. And this isn't the America that people dreamt of, you know. It is not the country that people voted for. It is a country where billionaires get bailouts, while ordinary families are being told to tighten their belts, you know. It's a nation that spends trillions of money overseas, but cuts food stamps on its own people. And now with these cuts to food programs, millions of people who depended on that lifeline are left stranded, you know. People are questioning what kind of a government takes foods from children and veterans while sending billions abroad. But the truth is that the system is not broken. It is working as designed for the powerful, you know, not for the people. The grocery crisis is just one symptom of greed, corporate greed, political greed, and the neglect of the ordinary Americans. So I hope things are going to ease so that the normal American can feel relieved of this burden, all right? Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.